Welcome back to the Breslov campus. We'll be going a bit into the idea of a tzaddik today. To explain, as is known, Rebbe Nachman, he puts major emphasis on finding a tzaddik. You got to find the tzaddik, you got to attach yourself to the tzaddik, you got to connect to the tzaddik, and it's a search. Fine. So many people today, they read in Rebbe Nachman's teachings, finding the tzaddik, and they don't know what to do. They don't know who to turn to, where to go to, who's a tzaddik. And also have many people, they live in areas where they have no idea where to find the tzaddik. They live in the middle of nowhere. How you expect them to connect to a tzaddik if it's so fundamental to Judaism, like Rebbe Nachman stresses it. He says so fundamental to be close to a tzaddik, to travel to a tzaddik. And for most people it's out of access. What to do? So who is this tzaddik? Who do we turn to? So Rebbe Nachman's advice is, yes, you must find a tzaddik, and the tzaddik is someone who's going to infuse you with emunah, with faith, with fear of heaven, with energy and encouragement to start again, to wake up, to advance. Now, to find this tzaddik, sometimes you don't know who it is. So, an advice given by, really, it's Rebbe Nachman's disciple. He says like this, that if you can't find the true tzaddik, someone to really arouse you and wake you up, so at least in the meantime, connect to teachings and books which were definitely written by tzaddikim. And what will be your barometer to measure which books were written by true tzaddikim? Because you have many books of the Torah. Don't forget, you have also the Chumash, the Gemara, the Mishnah. Not necessarily do people have an arousal and a commitment when they're learning the Bible and Mishnah and Gemara. So we're looking for a specific type of attitude in learning the works of the tzaddikim. What is it? So Rav Nosson writes, if you feel that when you're reading these teachings of a tzaddik who may not be physically here anymore, he may have lived 100 years ago, 200 years ago, but when you read his teachings, you feel the divine inspiration in his words. In that, you feel he's talking directly to you. He's talking directly to me. It's exactly what I needed to hear right now. Exactly what I need. So this is your barometer measurement, that you found teachings of a true tzaddik. And in the meantime, attach yourself to these teachings, which are even in book format. It's not necessarily a living tzaddik, but the tzaddik continues to live on after his passing in the words he's left behind. And the proof being that you receive such encouragement and guidance from his teachings. And Rav Nosson, he puts all this in a simple Mishnah. And in fact, Rav Nosson, he went over this right before he passed away. He passed away in the year 1844 on the 10th of Tevet. On that same day in the morning, or if I'm mistaken, on the 9th of Tevet, right before he passed away, the night before he passed away, he said like this, quoting the Mishnah in Pirkei Avot, Ethics of Our Fathers, Aseh lecha rav. It says there, make for yourself a rabbi. Get a rabbi. Ukne lecha chaver. And acquire a friend. So Rav Nosson explained like this, Aseh lecha rav. Get a rav. Find a tzaddik to follow. And if you don't know who's this Rav to follow, to give you guidelines, you don't know, it's not your fault. You're trying, but you don't know who to speak to. You don't know where to go, what approach, and you might have many rabbis or tzaddikim, you don't know who to turn to. So in the meantime, the Mishnah continues, Ukne lecha chaver. Kne translates as acquire, but also kne can mean the kulmus, the pen, a quill. The kne, books written with a quill, with a pen. Lecha, you should chaver, titchaber. You should attach yourself, become a companion with the books that were definitely written by the tzaddikim. This is Rav Nosson's beautiful insight before he passed away, of if you can't find a living tzaddik to follow, so in the meantime, attach yourself to the books that were definitely written by true tzaddikim, until you find otherwise something which is more fulfilling and more enlightening. And this is the advice given by Rav Nosson.